I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh geez, stick to the plane!
Oh Jesus, let's go.
Let's go.
Stick to the pledge, Shove.
Stick to the plane!
Oh gee, oh. Oh god.
Oh, for...
Wait, John, Leroy, you were just stupid as hell.
Are you guys here to see my house tour? Because I can kind of show you around.
Do.
Okay, thank you, Otto. Otto takes care of everything around here. Let's go to the computer over here. We're gonna record a Minecraft video. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Games, or rather massive multiplayer online role-playing games, MMORPG in short, describes an online video game that, as the name suggests, comprises of thousands to millions of players. Such games usually take place in a virtual platform which, as mentioned by Dr. Richard Bartle, continues to exist and develop internally even when there are no people interacting with it, a persistent state world or PSW. Since its inception in the 1970s with Maze War and Adventure, MMORPGs have evolved rapidly, resulting in the many variations that we see today. As with every other country, the presence of MMORPG in Singapore is strong.
In Singapore alone, a 2009 study on 3,000 youths found that adolescents spend 20 hours a week on gaming, as compared to 13 hours for American youths. In 2011, the Games Expo attracted more than 100,000 game enthusiasts. In 2009, from a study done by SMU, more than 80% of online users had gamed before. So why are social games so popular? Firstly, this is due to the high broadband penetration rate within the country. From a study done by IDA in 2014, 88% of households have access to the internet, and 89% of households also have at least one computer. This means nearly anyone living in Singapore is just a click away from engaging in social gaming activities online. Secondly, social games give an epic social experience, providing an alternate dimension for the user to live in. For example, MMORPGs are set in an open world playing field, where users can freely interact with anyone, anywhere, anytime on the map. One can expect to feel jealousy, anger, happiness, fear, disgust, emotions that you expect in human relationships. In-game relationships could become actual friendships or even life partners. Organizations can be formed in-game, in forms of clans, guilds, parties, and so on. Concepts of trade and economics are simulated, with their own Wall Street version in-game. Many parallels can be made between the virtual and real societies. What distinctly diverges this world from the real world is that users can be anybody they want to be, and this brings my third point, an alternate representation of oneself. Every role-playing game requires users to set up a main character as themselves in-game, and with the advancement of graphic processors, everything looks so realistic these days. A character is built based on the intricate details that can span from how sharp their nose is to how deep their voice is. Users can create an idealized impression of themselves, minimizing their physical flaws, whilst being in an illusion of themselves as the savior of our planet. This impression is complemented by the decisions, friends, and achievements the users make in-game, giving the user a gratifying sense of accomplishment and power.
With all the hype on MMORPG in today's society, especially in Singapore, it is important for us to take a step back and consider the various impacts of MMORPG. First, let us take a look at the positive impacts of MMORPG. MMORPG provides opportunities for players to form networks with people globally. As its name states, MMORPG is a massive multiplayer game. These players can consist of people such as our close friends, classmates, the retail assistant at Ion Orchard, the PhD graduate at Indian Institute of Technology, and even the white-collared worker from Wall Street. With the virtual online platform, players can connect to anyone online, regardless of geographical constraints. Such interactions with players from different cultures will provide new insights and understanding beyond our current offline society. MMORPG promotes strong teamwork communications and strategic goal setting. Most MMORPGs today, if not all, consist of quests with varying difficulty requiring players to complete them individually or as a team. To excel in these games, players need to calmly analyze the situation and the task at hand. Thereafter, feasible goals must be set with them to ensure proper and timely completion of the quest. In addition, communications is crucial for teams to ensure accurate and efficient relay of ideas. Interestingly, these skills are constantly preached by professors in renowned academic institutions. Thus, such experience is definitely beneficial in improving the social competencies of the players even in the offline society. Many MMORPG today possess socio-economic areas within the games where players perform monetary or barter trade to acquire necessary items. Though in a virtual world, the basic concepts of supply and demand still apply and are quite evident within these simulations of society. Unconsciously, players are applying basic concepts of understanding trade-offs between various items, as well as pricing analysis and deciding a suitable price to buy or sell their items. In certain games, players' reputation and services can be bought. This adds on an additional layer of complication to the virtual trading society within the game. With all these experiences which are similar to our real-life society, players become more socially and economically sensitive. Thus, MMORPG, though just a virtual game, has an elaborate construction of a virtual society which almost simulates the socio-economic society in today's world. Hence, the various positive impacts can potentially serve to improve the social competency of the individual.
A prevalent problem as a result of MMORPG is addiction. Video game addiction is defined as compulsive use of computer games that interferes with a person's everyday life. Addicted gamers neglect their personal relationship and responsibilities such as school and work for the sake of making themselves more powerful in-game. In fact, these gamers discuss so much about their favorite game, people no longer want to be around them, and it doesn't occur to them that they have chosen to be left out by devoting their time to gaming. Even for a non-game addict, becoming more used to communicating by typing in the keyboard or speaking over a microphone facing a screen can impair important skills like sustaining a real-world communication. Physical consequences of game addiction include migraine, sleep disturbance, backaches, eating irregularities, and poor personal hygiene. This physical impact can have indirect social consequences as well. For instance, a lack of sleep can make someone irritable and therefore difficult to be around with.
In a paper studying online communications and social well-being of adolescents, 3 researchers from the Netherlands examined the effect of playing the popular MMORPG game World of Warcraft. They surveyed 790 high school students to explore the stigma of the negative impacts that the game and games of the same nature decrease teenagers' social competence. Teenagers tend to spend more time online than socializing and learning skills necessary for the offline world, or so people say. The study uses World of Warcraft as a base and asks if it affects the social competence of adolescents in any direct manner. They surveyed the students in both environments, online by paper and during a quiz within the game. A subsequent analysis revealed that there was no significant difference between the high school responses and those recruited during the game, and by correlating the results from all, they found no ties from the online role-playing that suggests a decrease in social competence. In fact, they find no direct correlation between the two at all. Interestingly, however, they do find indirect effects between playing the game and improving social capabilities. With World of Warcraft and many other games, you not only have to mix with, but also rely on, a team comprised of a variety of people. In the paper, they stated that online communications results in an increase in social competence as a result of an increase in a variety of communication partners. And although they didn't find any direct increase, they were able to invalidate negative stigma that many people apply to those who game. Therefore, social aspects of massive multiplayer games indirectly help us absorb skills we apply offline.
We conclude this talk with a decisive statement. the perception of MMORPG as a tool that gradually destroys social competence of a person is a myth. It actually doesn't do so, and in fact, perhaps surprisingly, has positive effects. Though there are some negative effects, there is no significant correlation between MMORPG and social competence. These negative effects are mainly tied to excessive or uncontrolled gaming. Through sociological ethnography, we considered and utilized various schools of thought and theories such as the sociological imagination, impression management, and symbolic interactionism, to name a few, to objectively and effectively analyze the habits and rationale of an MMORPG player. As technology evolves with time, so do games in their attempts of providing an experience as close to reality as possible. We can see in the next video how virtual reality can bring us one step closer to reality and may soon be the medium for MMORPG games.
Hi, today we're going to show you an exciting new technology that could fundamentally change the way that people will communicate in the future. Imagine being able to virtually teleport from one space to another in real time. Hey Sergio,
Yes, Ram.
How does it feel like to be holoported?
It feels great to be holoported.
So if Sergio is to wear his HoloLens device, and I'm going to wear mine, we can see each other in full 3D in real time. We can interact and communicate as if we're co-present. Sergio, can you walk around my space? Can you walk behind this chair? So we're doing everything to give the impression that Sergio and I are present in the same space. Sergio, let's just do a high five. That's great.
Bye.
Thank you, Sergio.
Create world. I see Lydia way up there.
As I run around and play, Sax can easily navigate and manipulate the world using his voice and his hands. He can walk around the hologram, pan around for different viewpoints, and even look inside.
Let's follow Lydia around for a bit. Follow player. I can zoom in and out for a better perspective. Closer. All the way in. Close up. What are you up to, Lydia?
I'm hopping in a minecart.
People do. Let's take a ride down to the village. We're going to pick a different perspective. Overview.
It's incredibly cool to have Minecraft on your table. Imagine seeing your own worlds like this.